An attorney for the grandfather of a toddler who fell to her death on a Royal Caribbean cruise ship tells CBS News that prosecutors are offering a plea deal. Sam Anello was surrounded by reporters as he left a Puerto Rico courtroom yesterday. He's charged with negligent homicide in the July death of his granddaughter, 18-month-old Chloe Wiegand. Our lead national correspondent, David Begnaud, has been following this. David, good morning. Such a tough story. We understand more surveillance video has surfaced.
The surveillance video was actually released to a Puerto Rican TV show which aired it last night. We don't have the video, but the family attorney allowed us to watch the video because we wanted to see it for ourselves to be able to report exactly what it showed. And we've consistently reported the grandfather walked up to the railing, which was 18 inches from the window. He looked out over the railing, then he reached down, picked up Chloe, held her above the railing, and then past the railing, and she fell. Now, the grandfather maintains he didn't know the window was open. Prosecutors believe he was reckless, and we just got this statement last night from the family about the release of the video, saying we're shocked by the disgraceful misconduct that led to the release of this footage, and our sole motivation for not releasing the video was to make sure our older son didn't have to see it. CBS News has learned that prosecutors have discussed a plea deal with Sam Anello's attorney in Puerto Rico, who is representing the Indiana grandfather in the criminal proceedings. There is nothing in writing yet, according to the attorney, but he tells CBS News that the agreement would require Anello to plead guilty to negligent homicide in the death of his granddaughter, Chloe Wiegand. In exchange, he would serve no jail time and get the minimum probation and supervision.
He's firm that he's innocent and he does not want to plead.
That's the Puerto Rican defense attorney, Jose Perez. He says Anello does not want to plead guilty and would rather clear his name at a trial. But he says Anello is considering the deal. We interviewed Mr. Anello in November.
I was just standing there, and then I just remember screaming that I thought there was glass.
Some of the people who've been on the boat have written to me and said, David, the windows are tinted, and so it is pretty easy to recognize that it's open.
I am colorblind, so that's been told me. That's something that...
You are colorblind?
I'm colorblind, Dave. I've been told that that might be some reason, but I'm not the expert on that.
Chloe's parents blame Royal Caribbean, and last week they filed a lawsuit against the cruise line, alleging that it failed to provide reasonably safe children entertainment areas, including reasonably safe windows.
What are you wanting?
We want them to fix their cruise ship so that no other kids get hurt.
Royal Caribbean has said its hearts go out to the family, but they have no comment on the criminal or civil proceedings. The grandfather is due back in court in Puerto Rico next month, and Anthony, as of this morning, the grandfather, though considering that plea deal, wants to go to trial in order to clear his name.
Yeah, thanks, Dave. What a difficult decision for the family.
What a spot he's in. I see why he would want to consider the plea deal, but I also wouldn't want to put my family through this either. It's a tough place that he's in. Still others say, look, I want to clear my name.
If you're not guilty of a crime, I can't see pleading guilty under any circumstances.
I kind of can, though, Tony. I actually can in this
particular case. If you want to end it for the family, yes. But I can't imagine if it was a jury trial that a jury would convict him.
If you plead guilty, I think you may live to regret that, though.
Yeah.
It's difficult any way you go.
Very difficult decision.
All right, thanks again, David.